Afternoon, and it is Sunday, April 3. Sunday, April 3. I'm here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Welcome to another episode of the Neoliberal Round podcast. I am Renaldo McKenzie, and today I sat down with Stephen C.W. Taylor, the owner of Ubuntu Fine Arts Gallery on Germantown Avenue in Philadelphia, to talk about the concept of Ubuntu, the philosophy, and the vision and his plans for the future. It was quite an interesting short interview, and I hope that you will be able to stay tuned and listen to the entire interview as he shares his vision and his plans as a brother in Philadelphia, explaining to us his concept, his vision, how it started, and I think it provides some lessons for each of us. But before we do that, just so you know that we have on my website, renaldocmckenzie.com, we have a new page. Well, it's a page that was called Events. It's now called Events, Opportunities, and Causes. And if you go to the renaldocmckenzie.com website and you click on the Events, Opportunity, and Causes menu, it will bring up a number of causes or opportunities or events happening that you can get involved in. If you there is scholarships opportunities, the James R. Roebuck scholarships. There's also the Gamma Phi Delta sorority scholarship. We also have the Brothers Stroll, Walk for Black Men's Health. There is also an advertisement about call for presentations and story slam. This year's the AGLSP annual conference will be held at the Hotel Contessa in San Antonio, Texas, Monday, October 10 through Wednesday, October 12. They are looking for presenters and storytellers that would like to participate while they explore the theme Biblioteca, reading the past, performing the present, writing the future. The deadline for the call for presentations and for the story slam is May. Please help spread the word of this opportunity, and if you are interested, please reach out to them. That is the annual conference, the AGLSP annual conference. You can go to my website, renaldocmckenzie.com or the neoliberal.com, and you go to the events page. What's happening in your neighborhood? The 24/7 Violence Prevention Hotline is in the city of Philadelphia, has announced a new 24/7 Violence Prevention Hotline with resources and services available to you. It is my hope, according to the persons who are behind this 24/7 violence prevention, it is their hope that this effort can help in the fight against gun violence. And now we will turn our attention to the interview that I did earlier today with Stephen C.W. Taylor, the owner of Ubuntu Fine Arts Gallery in Germantown, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I am at Ubuntu it's an art studio?
It's an art gallery.
Art gallery?
Fine art gallery. Yeah.
Fine art gallery, and this is on Germantown Avenue. And I walked in and it is beautiful. I actually met the owner, Steve?
My name is Stephen C.W. Taylor.
Stephen C.W. Taylor, he actually came by my book signing earlier today and he said, come by, check me out. So I said, yes, definitely. So the place is amazing, guys, and you guys should check him out right here on Germantown Avenue. Yes, when did you start this place, and what gave you the inspiration? And
we've been open for 7 months. I've been all around the world. I've been in 18 different countries, and I kind of understood. I'm from Germantown. I'm from here. That art helps the cultural people, and if I can put a high-end art gallery in my neighborhood, then I can participate in the culturing of people through this philosophy of Ubuntu, which means I am because we are, or the universal bond of sharing that connects all of humanity.
Yeah. Say that again.
The universal bond of sharing that connects all of humanity. So if you read a book.
Wow. That is what I'm about.
Yes.
And actually, if you look, I have a blog, and the blog says, what is the ultimate of all things? The ultimate of all things is that we become one with reality in all of our individuality. And then I went on to...
That's Ubuntu.
Oh!
That's exactly what it is.
That's what it... Oh, whoa!
So if you break it down, that allows you reality, individuality. The realness is I'm individual.
Yes.
The reality is I'm an individual.
Yes.
We're all individuals. Mm-hmm. I see you as the individual, as myself as the individual.
Right.
It's much harder for me to cause harm, inflict harm on you. It's easier for me to empathize with your plight. Yeah. It's more palatable for me to leave you to your discretion. Yeah. As opposed to saying you're wrong because it doesn't flow with what I believe. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It's, for me, personal. This is a personal philosophy. It's the way that I live my life.
Wow.
And it allows me to be in the hood.
Yeah.
And live here. But understand it as the house that we built our generational wealth through. We've owned it for 50 years. We have stake here. We have equity here.
Yes.
Safety doesn't impair me personally from being here, thus allowing me the resources to open the only black-owned fine art photography gallery of a single artist in the country. And
this is a beautiful place. The writing, how were you able to get the resources for it? Because, a lot of people have ideas. I started a company called the Neoliberal Corporation. We're a think tank, news commentary, social media, publishing company. We provide resources, self-help, because I believe in adding value. Right. I believe in investing in others what has been invested in me, so that they can realize their goals. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So, and that's what I'm about. That's what I write about. I'm working on a second book, and the first one, it was more independent and using my own funds and stuff. Right. But then somebody saw me. Kevin Harrington saw me on LinkedIn, and he's like, "Wow, I'm impressed." Kevin Harrington. He owns Kevin Harrington. Yeah. He started Shark Tank, and I Googled him I said, who this guy wants to follow me? So he's impressed. I realized, oh, this is a multimillionaire guy. This is a guy who's connected. It's somebody wants to be connected. But I've been working hard and just putting things and as if it's kind of like paying off a little bit. Now people are really seeing me now, and he's like, so now I have another book working on. It's called Power. It's called Privilege. Power, position, and status, and secrets to unlocking divine intervention. That's my next book. And so I spoke with Leader Press. I'm hoping that they're truly and ready to work. They're a hybrid publishing company. And I was talking to them about the book, and so the first book is independent. This one, the other one, is going to be published by a hybrid company. Right. But it talks about some about what you believe in, this, the reality that we are all one. And I've been talking about, race is a pseudoscience. There's no such thing as race. It's a strategy. I believe things are developed. The whole idea of that is about strategy, power, using strategy, and race and all of the isms. They're all strategy that is used to maintain power, to establish power, or to increase power. So I'm studying that.
It's a studied way of view.
Yes.
It's a studied way of view. It's seeing what is based on what the data presents to you, and then making decisions or not even decisions, building realities or opinions based off the real factual data that exists already.
So tell me, how were you able to... So the question I was asking before I went off on a tangent, I said, how were you able to put this together? This is a beautiful place, and how is it going so far?
It's going really well.
Okay, good.
7 months in, it's going really well. We hope to be here, to at least our lease is up, which is in another 2.5 years. So
nice.
I was able to finance this through my own personal funds.
Wow.
I'm a back-end systems engineer by trade, I worked a healthy 6-figure job, but also this is me understanding 10 years ago that we own a house in Philadelphia. I don't need to live in D.C. when our house is free. If I can work my same corporate gig in that same house, then I don't pay for housing. I don't pay for lodging. Lodging is the largest expense for most people. Over the course of 5 years, I can save lodging. Lodging pays for this.
So you said, you have a dream, you have a passion, and you said, I'm gonna focus on realizing my dream, and you just said, I'm just gonna do it.
Because I'm just gonna do it, and that's really what it boils down to. I'm just going to do it. It's not about naysayers or people who don't believe. Oftentimes, when you have a dream or you have a destination, and you're trying to explain somebody the directions to that destination, it's not always easy for them to understand those directions. Right? If you feel what I'm saying. So if you can't Google something, if the place that you're Googling doesn't have address, it doesn't have a location. I put in this address, but there's nothing there.
Okay.
Right? But I'm telling you, all you gotta do is pull up.
Yes.
I gave you the address.
Yes.
You're telling me that there's nothing there.
Yes.
That is the equivalent of trying to explain something, your dream, to somebody. At least in my opinion. Like, you're trying to explain your dream. You have the roadmap. You see it viscerally. You see it in HD, not black and white. HD, 120-inch color screen TV, 29,000K. That's how you see it. And you're trying to transverse that vision, that image, to somebody else who has no bearing on it. Ain't even on the same road. Not even there.
Wow.
How do you do that? And I've gone through that, trying to explain a high-end fine art gallery to people who have never experienced a high-end fine art gallery. How do you Well, I go to the museum. The museum isn't the high-end fine art gallery. I go to galleries. Those galleries aren't high-end fine art galleries. There's a specificity to what this is. And I came across the specificities. This isn't unique to me. But speaking of the black diaspora, most of us aren't coming across this experience, period, to even draw a parallel to. So when people come in here, especially from the community, what the hell is this? Damn, this is amazing. This is beautiful.
It is
your same reactions.
It is powerful. It is powerful. It tells the history of people. It's very interdisciplinary or liberal. It speaks to issues of ethics and human value. You could see the diversity. You could tell your passion and your vision and where you're coming from and where you hope to be. It pulls you in. I like that. What kind of animal is that?
That is I don't know what kind of monkey, but that's a monkey from Monkey Kingdom, Monkey Forest in Bali. So there's a we'll call it a reserve, for lack of better words.
You went to like
So you go to Monkey Forest while you're in, this is a tourist attraction in Bali. And you pay your admission to go past the gates, and you buy bananas.
Wow.
So those monkeys there are very accustomed to human interaction. You buy bananas, they'll crawl up on your arm and on your head, and everything else. But for me, as a photographer who enjoys absorbing space, whatever the space is giving to me, if I'm able to encounter a majestic creature like this, without having to touch it, and it's essentially saying, all right, take my picture, I'm gonna look away real quick, so you can hit me off with this portrait, so for the gram. It's essentially what he's saying. Then I can document that. Put it in my gallery. For the passerby to absorb Bali.
Boy, I'm telling you, I always talk. I studied psychology in part of my studies. I studied everything: economics, business, religion. And I always hear people talk about catharsis and release. And sometimes when you go there's some stimuli that affect that kind of catharsis in the brain. And when I came in and I opened the door and I just started looking, it's just a sense of catharsis that you feel,
That's a good way to put it. I never put it that way. That's the intention. The intention is that when you cross the threshold, whatever it is, stays on the other side. And this place is a free place to absorb. you're not absorbing with your encumberness.
Yes.
Right? You're viewing, ideally, from a place of freedom, even if only for a minute.
Yes.
Damn, this is available to me. I have access to this because I'm accessing it right this second.
Right.
And because there's a bunch of different people who absorb the space who come in.
Yeah.
There are people who frequent galleries. They do. This is what they do.
Yeah.
But it's also the person who just came from the methadone clinic.
Right. Yeah.
So the absorption is different, but equally gratifying to both.
Yeah.
Some person may have frequented before, knows etiquette, how to frequent the space. I own this. I walk in with my chest held high.
Yes.
Others come in. I walked past this a couple times. I didn't even know if it was available to me.
Yeah.
I'm in here now, and I see that it is available to me.
Yeah.
So
how do you feel? What feeling do you get from knowing that it's kind of accomplishment?
It's it's extremely humbling. Because I didn't set out for that.
Yeah.
That wasn't my goal. My goal was to make sure that it was precise to how I envisioned the gallery to function.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was just science, is measurements and things like that. How people are able to receive it because of my intentional branding.
Yeah.
Right, my intentional branding is humbling, and I don't know how to take it sometimes.
Yes,
says,
I understand.
Thank you.
But even the whole philosophy,
we need this. It didn't stem from that. I want to make $1 gazillion. My goal isn't to make $1 gazillion.
Yes. Oh, nice. And so, where do you hope to go from here? What's your plan in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years and stuff? What's your vision?
Ideally, to keep paying the rent.
Yes.
But to be more nationally and internationally recognized as a photographer. The gallery to become more well known in broader circles.
Yeah.
But more largely to have conversations that impact somebody's everyday and daily life. That they use some knowledge or information that they garnered from the gallery 10, 15 years from now, that was a positive impact on how they went on to approach life. So, ideally we want to, when you leave here, I'm better for it and you better for it.
Of course. And then
ideally.
This is amazing, man. Here talking with Stephen, the curator.
We'll call it that.
Of the Ubuntu Fine Art Gallery right here in Germantown, Philadelphia. An amazing brother who has, this is a very refreshing place. And if wherever you guys are in the world and you're hearing this, you have to, are you online?
I am online.
What's the website?
We can hit me on the website at ubuntufa.com. That's ubuntufa.com. We're on Instagram at Ubuntu Fine Art. UBUNTUFINEART on Instagram.
Yes.
And the same thing on Facebook. So
all right.
We are definitely around.
Yeah, man. And you guys got to check him out. He's right here in Philadelphia, Germantown. And wherever you are in the world, I hope that you will support him and come down if you are ever in Philadelphia. And you're in and some of you think about South Street. Let's come to Germantown, right? And Germantown.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, some really amazing places. And earlier I was at the Germantown Espresso Bar. There's so many good places down here in Germantown, man. But thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak with you. And guess what? He's going to join me again. I'm going to come back down here to find out how he's doing and let you guys know how he's doing. Check him out. And I pray you guys have a great day. Take care. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Neoliberal Round Podcast. Have a great day. Welcome back to the Neoliberal Round Podcast. That was Stephen C.W. Taylor, owner of the Ubuntu Fine Arts Gallery, 5423 Germantown Avenue, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Check him out, check the gallery out, and they will be doing quite a few studios there on the internet, Facebook, so on and so forth. And the next time we have an interview, it will be an interview, hopefully, with the 2024 presidential candidate, John Anthony Castro. Yes, the Neoliberal Round has landed an interview with the 2024 presidential candidate, John Anthony Castro. Stay tuned for that interview when it comes up. All creation sings, how great is our God. That is Renaldo and Ricardo McKenzie singing How Great Is Our God on the NYC train some time ago. Yes, my twin brother and I singing How Great Is Our God on the NYC train some time ago. Welcome to another episode of the Neoliberal Round podcast. Today, we interview Stephen C. Taylor, the owner of Ubuntu Fine Arts Gallery. Again, today, we interview the owner of Ubuntu Fine Arts Gallery in Germantown, Philadelphia, Stephen C. Taylor.